in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Your alma mater is Fort Hamilton High School. So you also know that my district is one that is home to hardworking Americans who are trying to make ends meet during record high inflation. As this administration continues to recklessly print and spend money, is pushing American people to the limits. This administration is literally giving money with one hand, and then they're taking it with the other when people are paying higher costs, whether it be the supermarket, the gas pump, the utility bills, et cetera. Seniors in my district, you know Bay Ridge is home to many seniors, are struggling to stay in their homes, and it is nearly impossible for young families to buy their first home. And CNBC reports credit card debt is at an all-time high, putting households near a breaking point. And all this while the Fed continues to raise interest rates and Democrats continue their spending spree. The public deserves to know, as do the members of this committee, how long you are aware that the massive spending packages were pushing us closer to the debt limit and why you stayed silent for so long. As you know, on December 23rd, 2022, Congress, under the Democrat control, passed $1.7 trillion omnibus spending package, which came after 2 years of aggressive unchecked spending and record deficits. However, you waited nearly a month until January 13th to send a letter to Speaker McCarthy in saying that we will be reaching the statutory limit and that you'd have to take extraordinary measures. Yes or no? Did you warn the president at the time that he was jamming through this package that you were going to be reaching that limit?
Well, look, we have run deficits for most of our history, and it's clear that we continually need to issue more debt in order to finance them.
But did you warn the president that we were going to be hitting the debt limit? Or did you wait? Did you purposely wait? Or did you tell the president?
The president knows very well that we would reach the debt limit, and members of Congress know that as well. And we sent you, we sent Congress, as we always do, in notification when it became clear that we would reach the debt limit.
Were you told by anyone in the White House not to say anything during that time of negotiation?
Of course not, and it's very clear what the outstanding debt is. It's entirely public information.
It is true, but I find it odd that that 3-week period between when that package passed or when it was even negotiated, that you didn't say anything as the Treasury Secretary to sound the alarm that we were heading down this, that we're going to you're going to have to take extraordinary measures. It seems like something that the American people would want to know while they were jamming through this excessive package. But I'll move on to say that the Federal Reserve continues to raise interest rates to slow the amount of money circulating through the economy to drive down demand for goods and services with the goal of lowering prices and reducing inflation. But this, as you know, will not work. It does not work when government spending and the printing of new money continues at unsustainable levels, reducing the value of the dollar. Isn't it kind of like trying to pour water on a fire while also pouring gasoline? I mean, you admitted you were wrong when you said inflation was transitory. Will you be honest with the American people today and just tell them the truth that the inflation will not return back to the 1.4% of 2021 as long as government continues to print and spend?
No, I certainly wouldn't agree with that. And this year, the federal budget has, the deficit has declined substantially, and there's been a reduction in fiscal impetus toward inflation.
We're still at 6.4%, and we were at 1.4% at the beginning of this administration. I believe as long as we keep printing this money, we will never get back down to that inflation. So I hope you will pass that on to the administration. Thank you.
Gentleman from Ohio is recognized.